Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today we got a box and let's crack this one open because we got something very special inside here. This is going to be the next part of the rebuild on the C63 AMG. We got a really special part in here. So let's cut this one open. You know guys, I love when they package everything so nice and tight to protect the box, but at the same time it is such a pain in the ass to take it out. But ooh, there it is. What is that? Smart CarPlay module interface. Interesting. Okay, made in China, obviously. Duh, everything freaking comes from China. So what do we got here? Smart CarPlay module interface. Let's crack this one open. Come on. There it is. Boom. Cool. So basically, this thing is gonna be for Android Auto in the car. Yo, this is cool. This is actually cool. Let me just go and confirm that they actually sent the correct one. Wow. Okay, cool. So got some instructions and stuff. We'll go through that off camera, but most important is this thing. So yeah, it does look like they sent the correct one because this one is the black model apparently. So this one actually has YouTube and it has HDMI and everything. Wow, that's actually really cool. It's a nice, good looking unit. Anyways, okay, cool. So it comes with the whole module. Let's see what else we got inside of here. Probably cables. Oh my lord, we got a lot of cables in here. That's gonna be fun. So this looks like the... Okay, I have no idea what this is. I'm not even gonna start saying exactly what's in here. Whoa, okay, this looks like some sort of antenna, maybe? Cool, okay. Looks like we got some USB. Interesting, okay. Cool. Have no idea what all of this is. I definitely don't know exactly what this is, but I have a pretty good feeling that this is gonna go into the back of the radio. Wow. That's a lot of wires. Anyways, I'm gonna go through all of this and kind of just figure out exactly what's what and where it all goes. I'm gonna read the instructions and then we are gonna go ahead and start ripping apart the car. And yeah, nice. So that's a lot of instructions. Cool, nice. So we'll go through all of that. That's for the cable connection. That's how to Wi-Fi antenna. Wow, interesting. That's a lot of stuff that they... Okay, cool. Anyways, that's for instructions on how to connect it, blah blah blah. Okay, cool, whatever. Anyways, so that's what it comes with. All the connectors comes with this thing. But yeah, we will start ripping the car apart and installing this thing right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the video. Let's get this Android Auto module installed into the car. Here we go. All right, so we're gonna pop open this module. So it's very straightforward. First, you got to take out this trim piece. Then you have to remove this vents, and then the radio comes out. There's gonna be 2 screws over there, and then probably the glove box has to come out. There's a whole bunch of screws over there. So this is the tools that you need. You need a pick, a T20, and some smart hands and some smart brain. So let's get to it. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, so the centerpiece is out. It's a little bit difficult, but basically what you have to do is this piece in the center right over here. This is exactly what you have to pull on. It is these things right here. So let me just get some light. Boom. These things right over here, this is what you have to grab through the vent. So through the vent right over there, and then grab this thing with a hook and press it in like that. So on this side and on this side, right over here. These things have to go in and then they get loose from right over behind one of those things, I believe. That's what it holds on to, and then you just pull it out really hard because these metal clips are the ones that are stuck inside there, and they kind of are really difficult, so you just gotta yank it out. Don't worry about breaking something. Even if you kind of do, it's not the end of the world. It's okay. We got a little bit of plastic shrapnel, but yeah, it'll still all hold together. And then disconnect the plug from right there, and now you're ready to take out the radio. Need 2 T20 screws, which are right over there. So let's get that out so the radio can slide out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and then next what you need to do is grab a pick, and there's some sort of tabs or whatever behind the screws, and you gotta push them down or move them forward or whatever, and then the whole radio unit will slide out. Because right now, obviously, you grab it and it does not move. So you gotta get the radio loose. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we got the radio out. So basically there's a screw that goes behind there. So those T20 screws, you actually don't take them out, you just loosen them a little bit. And then what you're supposed to do is grab your flathead screwdriver and basically press down right behind the screw. You just press down on the actual thing. You'll be pressing down basically on that, and this thing will go down, and that's how you're able to remove the unit itself. So see, this thing will actually slide up and down, and that's what will release the radio. So watch this. This thing right over here, see how it moves up and down, and the screw kind of moves up and down? This is what holds the radio right over here on these things. So basically you press down on the little unit for the screw. So see, it's like that. And then once you press down on it, like that, that thing lowers down, and then you loosen out the radio, and then it just comes out. Very, very simple, right? Right. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen. So we got a little bit more light. Mr. Slava has went to go get some stuff. So let's start actually assembling the unit and disconnecting everything, and then putting in the Android Auto unit. So we got the radio out, as you guys previously saw. So let's start disconnecting all the wires in the back. That is going to be pretty straightforward. You guys don't really need to see that. I'm pretty sure everybody understands how to disconnect all of this. Very straightforward. Alrighty then, you guys, and so we got the radio out. It's got quite a few connectors on the back. The main one with the power supply, and then you got all the optical and all the other connectors. And there's a little thing that holds the whole harness, a little clip. And yeah, let's put this thing right over here beside everything else. Okay, so how do you take all of these wires out? This one is pretty straightforward. So this one actually just has a clip. Let me just show you how that one goes. So basically you got this little thing right here. Normally by itself it will not move, but if you press it over here with your finger and then you kind of push down, then it will release and it will open up. Very, very straightforward. Hold on, I wish I had two hands for this. But basically you press on it and it opens up. Hold on, it's from the back over there, this clip right here. You press on it with your finger like this, see, like that, and then this will open up and you'll be able to release the harness. The other ones are pretty straightforward. You have to press on these right over here, on these things, and then use a pick tool very, very carefully and just lift up like this, and it'll just pop up. Just kind of wiggle it side to side, left and right, and it'll come out. Same thing for all of these. Just lift right over here, and then insert your pick tool on the bottom right over here, and just lift them up. Again, same thing, wiggle them side to side, and it'll come out. Very straightforward. Okay, now let's get to wiring all of this into this. So the first thing that we do is we figure out that our screen is 7-inch screen. So basically we have to, for the Smart Link system, press the 3, 6, and 8 down. So that's exactly what we did. 3, 6, and 8 is down. And now we can start connecting everything. Let's follow the instructions. So next we're gonna plug the power cable into there. And then, what does the instructions say? And then it just basically says follow this connection cable chart. So that's exactly what we are gonna follow. Very, very straightforward. Wow, that is not what our radio unit looks like. Cool, so let's figure that out. Fun. Okay, you guys, I know it looks like an absolute monstrosity of wires in here, but it's very straightforward. So this is the old power wire that used to go into the back of there, but now it goes into the CarPlay module, which runs like this and into there, and then the actual power unit runs to the CAN wire right over there, so you plug it into the module. Next, your blue LVDS wire is the one that runs up into the actual unit itself. It goes into that gray plug right over there as shown on the screen, or sorry, on the manual right there. So that gray one, which is right over there, and then the actual LVDS cable that runs from the OEM screen, as you can see over there, runs from the top. So it's that cable right there. You can kind of see it wiggling. See that cable wiggling? That's the one that runs from the screen, and it goes, where is it? So you can kind of see it right over here inside of this harness right there, boom. And it runs into the new, there it is, sorry, little wiring. This one runs right like that and into the LVDS. Okay, so that's how that one connects. Very, very straightforward. Alrighty, then looks like we've wired everything correctly. We got our optical cables, we got all our power connected, we got that one connected down there. As you can see, we got our LDVS, we got our pink, white, brown, blue, green, everything connected. So let's actually turn everything on and test the unit and make sure that Android Auto actually works. Let's find out. Alrighty then, guys, so we've powered on the car, everything is connected. So in order to go into the CarPlay module, so all you have to do is press and hold the C, so the clear, boom, and it'll go into CarPlay, and then you can actually do your setup and everything. So you get your camera, YouTube, yeah, pretty much everything. It's all connected. So let's go through the actual functions. Let's make sure that the reverse camera works, and let's do the actual setup for all of the for everything. It's pretty straightforward. You can figure it out. Blah 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 blah. It's got all the frequently asked questions. You got all your supports. It's very, very straightforward. Most importantly is that we got everything correctly hooked up. Now we got to put it all back in together. Well, put it back in and then put this module inside over there. We got to find a spot for it. It's probably going to be most likely behind over there, but we'll figure out a spot for it. Alrighty then, you guys, after quite a bit of tinkering with the settings through the center control, we finally managed to connect it. So boom, there we go, it's connected, and we're actually able to move around in the settings. So boom, there we can select maps, and go back to Spotify maps, which is literally what I was looking for. This is what I wanted. This is the end goal, to have freaking CarPlay. So that's it. We finally set it up. It's all good. It's all working allegedly. We just gonna have to figure out the audio situation, because the audio for some reason doesn't want to connect. So we're just trying to figure out the audio situation, and then once we got the audio figured out, we know that the reverse works. So if we start the car and then we put the car into reverse, boom, we got reverse, so that works. That is all good, so no issues there. If we could put the car back into park, hold on, this thing is very, very much in the way. Boom, it goes back to CarPlay. So that is all good. Now we just have to figure out the audio situation. I have a feeling that's something to do with this, so we'll figure that out next. Okay, let's figure out the audio. Alrighty then, you guys, so we've connected everything. So the CarPlay or Android Auto works, it's on, everything is functioning properly. However, for some strange reason, we have no audio. Cannot get any music going, and for some reason I made a call to Mr. Slava, but the microphone is extremely distorted. It's very hard to hear. So we're gonna try to figure out this whole sound setup situation, but everything is connected correctly. So it is mentioning something to do with the optical cable, but this one does not have an optical cable, at least from what I think. Very, very strange. We're just trying to figure out, well, that's it at this point. Just trying to figure out the audio situation at this point. So we're gonna play around with the settings and try to figure out what is going on, and then I will let you guys know what the solution is if you have no audio. I have a feeling it's something to do with ground, but the Chinglish user manual is not very useful, let's just say. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, so we've had to do a couple other things. So we figured out that first of all, you gotta ground the wire from the video, which comes off of this harness, and it literally says ground on it. So you gotta ground it to itself pretty much, which runs off of the main harness from the can. So it goes from here all the way around like this, and it goes into here. So it can ground to itself, and then you just put some electrical tape. Also, you have to figure out the fiber optic situation. So these orange wires from the old harness over there come out of the harness. They come out from, well, kind of up top there. And you got to take it out and put it into the new plug, the new harness right there, these two orange wires. And then they go right over there into those fiber optics. So that will probably solve the audio issue. Let's test it right now. Let's plug this all in. All right, and you guys, so honestly, I have no idea what the hell is going on. We did everything correctly. We grounded, we got the fiber optic cable taken out and put into the correct harness. We tried a wired connection from the MMI interface right there. Boom, it's plugged in. And honestly, just this unit, it's good because it works. I tested it, obviously off camera. But the problem is that if you want to have calls and music, you run it off the factory Mercedes-Benz Bluetooth system. But the problem is you can only do it while you're in this screen right here, right? So you can do it there. But the moment that you switch it to the CarPlay and somebody tries to call you, there's no more audio. That's it. This thing hijacks the audio from the MB Bluetooth. So you go into your phone, into the phone itself, and you go into the Bluetooth settings and you give permissions to MB Bluetooth to be in charge of calls and audio, right? Which it allows, which is what the function was before. And then you tell the CarPlay module that you only want it to be just connected, but do not give it authorization for calls and audio. But the moment you press that, it says, okay, disconnecting. And then it disconnects. So once it disconnects, that's it. It no longer functions. This screen doesn't even work. So honestly, I'm kind of regretting this whole thing. Like this, it's a great idea and all, but the fact that it hijacks the original MB Bluetooth functions, which is for calling and audio, and then it tries to run it through itself, and then once it actually runs it through itself, there is no audio. It doesn't actually work because there's no audio that you can get to it. It's trying to give audio, but there is no audio. So honestly, I'm kind of disappointed with this. I don't know what to do. Honestly, like, I might play around with it for a little bit longer, see if we can figure it out, go talk to a couple specialists. But honestly, if we can't get it figured out, we're going to revert all of this back to stock and go back to the factory MB Bluetooth. And then this thing is gone because this is ridiculous. Like, how can they make it so difficult to set up? I don't understand. It does not make any sense. Yeah, guys, honestly, after sitting and thinking about this, we're gonna revert it back to stock. This is ridiculous. Like, it works. See, that's the thing. Off camera, there's no point to show you guys because I need my phone to actually record. I can't play audio and record at the same time. It works, but it hijacks the connection to MB Bluetooth, which is what you need in order to run the car. Right? You have to get audio and media to play through MB Bluetooth because that's what actually gets the signal going. But as soon as you connect MB Bluetooth to calls and media, it works. It runs in the background while you have the CarPlay running. In this screen, it actually works. It starts running, and you can have your little Spotify on the side. You have your navigation. But then the moment you start driving, this thing basically says, nope, I want that connection, and it just hijacks it. It takes it, and then in your phone, instead of your permissions for Bluetooth allowing your Mercedes Bluetooth to be the primary audio and media provider. This thing says, nope, I want it. And then as soon as it hijacks that connection and it takes it, boom, no audio, no calling, no nothing, no media, no music. It just stops working. So obviously, the solution to that is go into the Bluetooth settings for this one and remove the permissions for the phone and for the media. But as soon as you try to do that, this thing says, nope, I'm going to disconnect. And once it disconnects, the actual CarPlay system completely turns off and it goes to a black screen because this thing wants those permissions, and then you remove the permissions and then it turns off. So that is ridiculous. Like, whoever programmed these things, like, yeah, they're advertised to work and they're great and all, but they don't work the way that they're supposed to. This thing is not supposed to hijack the original. It's supposed to allow it to run in the background. That's why there's all the wires that allow you to actually, well, connect it to the factory stuff so that it can run in the background. You still need all these functions to run, especially the heated seats, the hazards, everything, the volume control. That's why the factory stuff is there. And then this is supposed to just run as a piggy bank. But this stupid thing, this piece of absolute hijacks it, and it doesn't let you run it. So honestly, all this gone. Ridiculous. Absolute waste. Unbelievable. So sad. All this for nothing. But hey, still, this is a good sign for anybody and a good lesson. Honestly, if you want CarPlay or Android Auto, just buy a car that has it. Don't get any of this stuff. Like, it's advertised to work, and it does work until it doesn't. And honestly, I sat down and I talked to a whole bunch of people, and they're like, yep, everything is correct. The fiber is correct. The ground is correct. All the connections are correct. Just the software inside of it sucks. It's horrible. Like, I did not anticipate this to be like that. So anyways, let's revert everything back to stock. Stock is always best. Okay guys, and just like that, we have taken out all the CarPlay stuff. This stuff honestly sucks, man. I'm so disappointed in this, but hey, it's okay. It's a good learning experience, how to disassemble stuff. So all we gotta do is actually just put on this piece, but we have a little bit of a broken clip right there, so we're just gonna fix that at home before we actually put it in. But yeah, see there, now the audio works. Ta-da! Radio, it all works like it's supposed to, and that thing sucks. So yeah, okay, let's fix this thing up, put it back in, put our phone into its proper position for charging and everything. And honestly, we're just gonna run it this way. Like, it works, it's good, it's factory. This is literally the only thing you should keep factory. Don't do this stuff. Don't be me. Don't be anybody else that tries to make your car cooler in this sense, because honestly, it doesn't. It's just such a headache, and it doesn't actually end up working. Factory, always. So yeah, honestly, you guys, we're back. We got some super glue. Well, this is the best one, honestly. And you know what? Honestly, I'm not gonna complain about this command system too much. Like, sometimes it takes like forever to connect, but like literally I just got in the car, I haven't even put on my seatbelt, and it's already connected and it's ready to play music. It's actually playing music in the background. It's just completely silenced. So let's not even really complain about the original command system. It works well, but sometimes honestly it just glitches out and just like, boom. Well, no, I turned it off. That was not for the show, but still, like, you know what I mean? Sometimes it powers on, like you turn it on, you start the car, whatever. And and it just takes forever to connect. Like, it just doesn't want to. So whatever, you like, see, I didn't even press it. I did not press the button. Okay, boom, it connected. It's like really quick. But sometimes it just takes forever. So, you know what? Let's praise the original system and use it for what it was intended for. Let's not screw around with, aftermarket stuff. And yeah, honestly, this CarPlay thing it didn't really stress me out, but it was just such a pain in the ass to do, honestly, that like, it was so bad that I literally started filming in vertical. Like, I'm so sorry about that. Like, that was so annoying. So anyways, let's quickly do the super glue. This is, by the way, this is a E6000. It's like industrial strength adhesive. This is actually stuff that I used to use like 10 years ago for airsoft related stuff and not automotive, but this stuff is like freaking amazing. So anyways, we got a couple things that we gotta just kind of super glue. So got a little thing right there that's broken, and then a couple other little tabs like right there, there, and these ones are all fine. So just a couple to kind of super glue back into place, and then we'll let it dry overnight, and we'll be done with this project. So even though the CarPlay failed, at least our vents are good. All right, let's get to it. Alrighty then, you guys. Baby, don't hurt me. Oh, there it goes. Cancelled. Perfect. So we got our E6000 on. It's already drying. This epoxy is extremely good. It's very, very nice. And yeah, so we're gonna put this in right now, and it'll dry while it's in there. So at least something positive kind of came out of this. We repaired a trim piece on the C63. Okay, let's pop it in. Let's connect this blue connector like that, and we'll be done. Alright then, you guys, and just like that, boom, we are done with a little bit of nice light taps on the carbon fiber. We are back to the factory C63, just how it's supposed to be. Damn, well, that was an adventure, all for nothing. Well, not really for nothing. We kind of learned a few things. Sometimes it doesn't all go according to plan, but hey, a very, very good lesson. Sometimes when you want to modify something for it to be your dream spec, or whatever you want to call it, it doesn't really work out. So, hey, we learned something, great experience, how to disassemble the radio and take it out and try to modify your car into having CarPlay and not Android Auto, and then you fail in doing it. So you just revert back to stock. Anyways, thank you all guys for watching. Appreciate y'all seeing the C63 in all its glory. And the next thing that we are going to do is that right there. So stay tuned until the next episode. Sorry for the delay in uploading this one, but that little light right there, we gotta fix that. It has been a very, very long time that has been on. There's two reasons why it's on. Both of those will be addressed in the next video, and we will finally figure it out, because I am tired of having an engine light on. It's annoying. Okay, we will fix it. We will fix it. Okay, guys, thank you all for watching. Peace. I'll see you in the next episode.